So today I wanted to make a video on something that I am very passionate about, which is skin. I have done a lot of research about my skin and trying to figure out what's best for my skin. And a couple of the problems that I have with my skin are acne scarring and large pores / blackheads. So what I'm going to talk about today is blackheads, obviously, as you can see by the title, but I wanted to kind of share with you guys what are the methods that I have found that work best and which methods are really bad and I have found made my skin worse than if I had just left the blackheads alone. So let's get into it. So the first product I'm going to be sharing with you guys, or the first couple, are the ones that really did not work. So the first and foremost thing is when I first started realizing that I had blackheads and I wanted to get rid of them, I tried popping them like with a pin, if that makes any sense. So I used a sterile pin, don't worry, but what I did was I tried to stick the pin like inside of my pore and somehow get it out that way, which I know people who have tried that before as well, and it really does not work. Basically what happened is I have 2 pores on my nose that are enlarged and I think will be enlarged forever because that was quite a few years ago. Let me see if I can even show you guys. There's like right here, there's a couple, mostly these 2 right here, and those are the ones that I screwed up forever. So that is one thing do not do if you're thinking of trying to remove them. Next is the blackhead removing tools. I started finding out about these and thought that would be really helpful. Then I don't have to use pins and I thought it'd be more gentle. It is more gentle, but the one I was using is this one right here. So it has like this flat end of the loop on one side and then the other side is like a rolled smaller loop. Now the problem with these is I thought it was something you would like put on your skin and like drag down wherever you had the blackheads. Well, it's definitely not. This is something you're supposed to like loop around the 1 or 2 specific pores you're trying to extract from and then just push gently on that area. I was pulling it across my skin and it was really harming my skin. That's not what you want to do. So I wouldn't recommend this tool for that reason. The next item, the last of the ones that I wouldn't recommend, is going to be the Biore pore strips. Now, I know these are super popular and they're like DIY masks and stuff that you can make like these. I wouldn't say totally stay away from them. Obviously I have them and I have used them. I do still use them. I'm just saying if you want your blackheads to go away or something more permanent, these are not the answer. These are gonna basically take off the top layer of the blackhead. It's gonna still leave the root in there. And you can see that by if you use a blackhead tool, when you pop the blackhead out, it's much longer than if you use this little thing. You get like a little stump on there, which is really gross, but that's why I wouldn't recommend these. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the products that are awesome and that I would recommend. One thing is a good exfoliator. I would recommend something that isn't too rough on your skin because you never want to be too harsh on your skin and scratch it up with a exfoliator that has really rough chunks in it. And either way, I would really only do this a couple times a week at the most. I like to do it just once a week though because my skin is kind of sensitive. So blackhead is just a clogged pore. It's going to be, I believe most commonly just clogged with dead skin and oils. It's not because your skin is dirty, it's not anything like that. It's just because your pores get clogged. It's a hole in your face, so of course things can get in there sometimes. So this can help to slough off that dead skin before it gets into your pores and clean that off so you don't get a blackhead as quick. This is the Badescu Botanical exfoliating scrub, and this one I love because it has little tiny beads. Let me see here. So it's a really clear gel, and you can't even see the little exfoliating beads, but they're very small and gentle, And this one's great, so I would recommend this one. But the one thing you have to remember, you do not need high-end products. The drugstore exfoliators are nice as well, but just make sure you don't find one that has really big chunks of like weird stuff in them. This one, I believe, is pretty affordable. I think it's like anywhere from $12 to $16. I'm not quite sure, but the Mario line is really nice and gentle and natural, and it's not as expensive as some of the other high-end ones. Another thing I would recommend, this is the one that I recommend most out of all the good items I'm going to show you. This is the tool that I do use, not the loop one. So this one has a little hole on each end. This one's just a smaller one, and then this one's the bigger loop. These ones are so nice because you can really just loop it around the one specific pore you want to focus on and just push gently right straight down. You don't have to worry about like rocking it back and forth or not dragging it across your skin, because you can't really drag this across your skin anyways. So this is a great one. Definitely recommend this. This will remove all of your blackheads. You do not have to use a million different products. If you want to use just one thing to get rid of them, use this right here. This is the answer. The next product I'm going to recommend is something I did a lot of research on, and is actually the product that led me to the brand Mario Badescu. It's their silver powder. So I was looking up different things that would work well for removing blackheads when I first started, and this one, it's a very unique product. What you do after I extract my blackheads with my blackhead tool, you actually just wet like a cotton pad or cotton ball, and you'll dip it into this powder, and then you'll apply it all over your nose or your cheeks, wherever you need to dry up the blackheads. And that's exactly what it does. It dries them up, and I noticed my pores tighter. It's amazing. Tighter. I don't see the blackheads as much. I don't know exactly how it does what it does, but it does it. And the nice thing is, this is only $12, and that's really not a lot. It's a great investment. I have had this for probably a year now, and I don't use it often, probably once a month, but this is how much I have left after a whole year. It's fantastic. After you apply this and leave it on for a little while, you take an astringent. I do use the Mario one as well. This is just the cucumber lotion astringent, and you'll just use a cotton pad, wipe it all off after it's dried and been sitting on there for about 10 minutes, and then you'll notice your pores right away look so much different. So this is the second one I would recommend right after the just the blackhead tool. This is great. Again, you can use drugstore toner, astringent, whatever. You don't have to use a high-end one. The last thing I'm going to talk about is face masks, because I like to do face masks all the time, and when I do, I really like ones that either help with like anti-aging or pores and blackheads. So those are my top 3 things, but this one I have found is really nice. One I would just say be careful, because it not only feels like it's cleaning out your pores, it can be a little harsh on like the little tiny fine hair on your face if you have that. But these are the Freeman masks. They're all really great. So if you don't have any good face masks right now, check out the Freeman mask. They have a lot of different kinds for different facial types, but this one says the pulls pore clogging grime, so that's why I like this one. The one I like the most though, which is kind of hard to find, they don't have in Ulta at least anymore. They discontinued it, but I know they have it at Sally's. They probably have it a couple other places. It's the Helen Mint Julep mask. This one's really nice because it's slightly minty and you can feel it cleaning out your pores. It dries on your skin, but then you just rinse it off. So it's not as harsh as like having an actual peel off mask. This one says helps dry up acne, pimples, rinse away blackheads, and shrink enlarged pores. Obviously, it's not going to do that like all at once, but you do see improvements with this one. And you could feel the difference too. So I really like this one because it's kind of like, I mean, it says it has 3 things that it does, which you again do notice. So that's why I love this. But anyways, that is all I have for my favorite products. That's what I use every time I take care of my blackheads. If you guys would like a video maybe of me talking about my acne scars, showing my routine with that, or just talking about the products that I use to diminish those, I would love to do that. Just let me know in the comments below what you guys would like to be seeing. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.